Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize about the late start. A couple people were unfortunately stuck doing some things. But, yeah. We're still fully having session tonight. Don't you worry. Not gonna miss out on anything. And I just know that this music is going to crescendo very soon. So I'm just preemptively preparing your ear holes for that. Alright, so. Oh, there it is. Alrighty. Here we go. So, hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Long day for me, but thankfully, things are going to look up. I'm always looking forward to session. I'm always happy to see you guys. Don't mind me if I like
combat or
dip
grit.
down
Okay.
like this constantly, because I am still kind of eating my dinner, and I am very much enjoying my bowl of mac and cheese. But without further ado, we shall be moving into tonight's session. Session 36. And no, my title is not super ominous. I don't know what you guys are talking about. My titles are always blunt, to the point, okay? They're never super ominous. Believe me, I can make them so much worse. Alright, let's go say hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Rusty, where be the woman? Or did he step away?
I think he stepped away.
God damn it.
She's no, I'm here. She's about to pop in. We were
Okay.
leveling her character up real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys leveled. Congrats. You guys finally did it. You're level 6.
Level 6 and still dealing with the end of the world.
It's cute that you think that this is the end of the world.
I mean, it very much could be if we don't fix it.
Well, yeah. But, you know, you guys are working on it. You guys made some pretty good progress last time. I mean, you discovered a lot. Basically that Fulmic is not really who you guys think he is. You guys found out that Fulmic actually is a lot more involved in this than you think. But yeah, I think that's pretty much, you know, the main aspect that you guys got out of last session. You know, it has absolutely nothing to do with the parasites reaching the highest evolutionary stage that they have ever been. But you know, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Is it though?
It's fine.
It's fine.
We got this.
Yeah, it's totally fine. You know,
All right, it's point blank shot I was grabbing.
there's absolutely nothing that can go wrong with this. Right?
Fucking famous last words.
Oh, famous last words.
At
my
the
ass.
king before the fall.
I don't know what you guys are so worried about.
Death.
You motherfucker.
Technically, it wouldn't be death. It would be, you know, becoming one with the hive.
And what's so wrong with that? You get so many new friends.
Yeah, but the issue is there's some members of their party, Rusty, who they became one with the hive, would give the hive a very, very scary artist.
You know what would be even scarier, Matt?
If we could understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm talking into my phone while I'm cooking.
Well, you shouldn't have taken so long to take a shit. That's your own fault.
Hey, right.
All right. So, yes, a lot has happened in the last session. A lot of lore drops, and now you guys are currently on the road away from Higdon to make your way to the town of Dolduar in hopes that you'll be able to find Fulmic. Or Eros, for that matter. So, here's the question that I have to bring out to you guys. Because this is really important as to, like, the continuation of the story. And, you know, you guys could talk about this as you guys are making your way up the path. You know, it's been a couple of days since you guys made it to Higdon, or got out of Higdon after you escaped the parasitic horde. You know, it takes a while. So, the question that I have for you guys is, what is your plan when you get to Dolduar? Are you going after Fulmic, or are you going after Eros?
I see.
That's a very good question.
Don't all answer at once.
I say we go home.
So Matt wants to go after
Yes.
Fulmic.
I mean, Fulmic is
He's
chasing
directly
arrows,
aimed-
so if we find
directly
Fulmic, we'll
aimed
probably
at
find
the
arrows. Just saying.
I'm more inclined to find arrows first.
If we find arrows, we're gonna find Fulmic anyways.
Yeah.
Well, we find either one, we're gonna probably find the other.
Now, who we run into first, it's all
It's
up to
all
dice.
chance.
Alright, well. I guess you guys won't find out who you're going after, at least until you get to the town itself. So, with that, the travel is honestly kind of quiet for the first couple of days that you guys make it out of Higdon. As you guys are, you know, going along, about third day of travel, I'm assuming Strosis would be in the driver's seat of the cart, yes?
Either me or him.
Well, decide, because
I'll do it.
checks. Okay.
I'll do it.
Ace, in that case then, go ahead and roll me perceptions.
Let me turn off all my buffs quick. Got to do that last time. Wow.
Rip.
Alright, well, Ace, you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. Just making your way down the path. You know, you happen to pass by a couple people that roll by, but that's about it.
Nothing eventful. Good to know.
Total days for potion. It's been about 3-4 days now. Well, Astrosis isn't here, so let me go ahead and make a perception for him. Okay, that's a lot better. So Astrosis will start to notice while he's taking over driving on the 4th day. He will start to notice that there is a lot of people, like a lot of people on this trail. If you guys want to go ahead and make a perception check after Astrosis calls this out, go ahead.
That's better.
Oh my gosh. Dude,
Well,
does the bird have to do it?
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
good to know that Vanya don't cheat shit.
All right, yeah. So, now that Astrosis points out that there's a lot of carts coming by, you know, Calvin, Sequoia, you know, Ace, you guys perk up and say, you know what, yeah, I have heard a couple carts than normal. And then Russell, when you poke your head out of the covering of the cart, you notice that there is a literal crowd of people just off in the distance and approaching you guys.
We got people approaching us.
Oh,
I totally used the wrong voice for that one. Either way, we got people approaching us. That is it normal, isn't it?
not typically.
Hey, Russell, as you look out, you start getting a closer look at everybody as they're starting to get closer. And you notice there are some people in this crowd. You know, some of them are wearing like basic armor. Some of them have like swords on their hips. But as they're walking along the path on the outside, you notice that a lot of the people on the inside, like closer to the center of the road, are commoners.
There's a lot of commoners. Yeah, I would relay that. Also, fuck you, I'm picking up Aquan and fucking Cyclops. Now watch. The next time we do anything language-based, I'm not gonna see them. I know it.
All right. So, yeah, as you guys get closer and closer to this group of people, you know, they start parting ways. They're like moving the crowd to the side to let you guys pass. Talks, like the people talking start coming over the cart. You guys can hear everybody talking amongst themselves. You know, the sound, like the rumbling of the carts and footsteps are on the path going through. And as you're passing all of these people, you see a lot of them have bags and sacks on their backs, backpacks, and carrying as much as they physically can carry. Women, children, everyone. And all of different races. Oh, what do you do?
I can't really think of anything that I would have to say to these people at the moment.
Nothing I could think of. I just looked to the party like, yeah, what are your thoughts type of deal.
Looks like a good group of people fleeing the parasite.
Question is, how far have they gotten now?
You know what? Why don't we ask? And I'll poke my head out, wave down someone with a weapon.
Ah, yes. Hello.
Where are you guys coming from?
Well, this is the. I believe this is the first of the escorts coming from Dolduar.
Dolduar. Why?
Anything going on in Dolduar that we should know of?
Ah, yes. You are surface dwellers. He's gonna take his mask off, and you're gonna see that he's a drow guard. Yes, you're all surface walkers. The news might not have reached you by yet. The evacuation order has been given by to the citizens of Dolduar. Soon the Dolduar is going to become a fortress. There was an attack, and Nashith is gone.
Nashith.
The lakeside town? Yes, that very one.
I just pull up the map, the previously updated map.
And you guys are on the world map. Okay. So yeah,
Yep.
Nashith. This town right here.
Well, it's like I'm like pulling up the maps, like looking at where where we have the line for what we know where the parasites were. So if that's the case, it's like how I'm imagining it. Somewhere along this line. Because if Doldanar is becoming a fortress, that's going to be stopping here a bit, if I'm correct. Because trying to get here too. Ew.
I'm going to ask this gentleman if he has an updated map. of the parasite's encroachment?
Unfortunately not, no, I don't. The scouts have yet to return. However, there were several soldiers of the Iron Army that came running to Dolduar and informed the heads of the city to start evacuating.
That was only from the Sheath. Anything from Valtor?
Unfortunately, we haven't heard anything from Valtor. I do know that there are some refugees coming in from Valtor to Dolduar, but nothing about any of the towns down south. Turbis and Axanor, we haven't heard anything from them.
What do you think the chances are that they've been lost?
Not exactly zero, but, you know, I'm trying to keep some hope up.
Is our planned route?
What is your guys' planned route?
Yes.
Literally to that. That is your route.
Yeah, we're going to Dolduar.
Looks like we'll get some more information when we get there.
Most
All
likely.
right.
Thank you, sir. Please be safe.
Safe travels.
You as all well. You know, he's gonna take off with the rest of the crowd, and it probably is about a solid 20 to 30 minutes of just people and carts walking until finally you guys get a break in the road.
While this is going on, I'm sitting here making my rounds for the dragon pistol. And I'm
Do you
like,
want some more magical cartridges?
no, I still have the 30 for the mage shot. It's just more like I'm making the scatter rounds.
Ah,
Pretty much a separate ammunition pile for that. It still takes the same round, just
we didn't use all of that mithril, did we?
Yes, you guys did.
Oh, okay. Okay.
actually, I think I can make dragon's breath. No, yeah, I can make dragon's breath. I just gotta see the pricing of it.
So, as you guys are making your way further down the trail, all the people start dispersing down the road. Calvin is just sitting there staring out of the back of the cart. Hey guys,
Yeah.
Yes.
some rough calculations here.
Yeah.
Okay.
124 carts is what I counted. Averaging five people per cart. That's over 620 people. Not to mention every single one of them that was walking on foot.
Ugh, that's a lot.
It really is.
Doldor, I don't think they can possibly be big enough to handle that.
That's probably why they're moving.
Not ready.
It's just, that's so many fucking people.
It really is.
Yeah.
Definitely not a good sign.
You know, it got me thinking for a minute. What happens to all the people who can't cross the foot of the world?
Cannon fodder. Not-
Unfortunately, I'd have to agree with Flora.
Do we skip going to Doldor and head up to the surface to see what's going on, or
No, we can't abandon our mission. Eros is going to activate that divinity engine. We have to find him or Fulmic. We have to stop Eros from activating that damn engine. And then we have to ask Fulmic what the hell is actually going on.
Yeah, I'd like to know what's going on as well.
Okay, so by the way, Josh, cost total is 40 gold for one cartridge
Okay.
for the for alchemical cartridges.
Yeah.
And since gunslinger, whatnot, it's gonna be 20 gold, so I'm gonna be making 5 of those.
Okay.
A dragon's breath. Just to let you know.
Sounds good. Yeah, even Sequoia, since Matt can't talk right now, Sequoia is going to pipe up and say that everybody who can't cross the foot of the world, and if the parasites make it that far, will die. And that's damn near going to be 60% of the Underdark's population. So do with that information and sit on that little fun fact for the next 4 days as you make it to Doldawar.
4 days. That means I'm gonna work on Calvin's launcher.
Okay.
Engineering.
All right. 14 is going to fail. The other 3 will pass.
I'll wake you up at you said you work 7:30, right?
All right. So yeah, Matt, that's going to be another 4 days for your
4,
potions.
6. Oh, so 3% per success. Oh, my bad. Whoop.
At this point, also, everybody will be fully healed because of, natural healings and shit. Just give me 1 second. I totally forgot to increase Calvin's skills. So, finally, you guys are going to make it to the city of Doltuar. So, the minute that you guys step through the borders of Doltuar, you're going to notice that something is very wrong. Because this little, I would say, rest stop town, kind of, because that's pretty much what it is. It's a town in between going to Valtor and to Nashith. But you notice that this town has way too many people for it. There's way too many people in this city. A small town like this is currently housing the same amount of people as the population of like the Elven Kingdom.
Yeah, I'd say that's way too many people.
Yeah. You know, people are fucking everywhere, and it's damn near impossible for you guys to drive the cart through this town. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Astrosis has, or somebody has, the carry companion ability.
I believe it was Sequoia, but I'm not 100% sure.
It definitely was not Astrosis, because Astrosis can cast spells, so...
It was Sequoia.
It was Sequoia. Okay. So, very easily, Sequoia is probably going to go ahead and pack up the cart, just so that way you guys can actually make your way through the town without being caught in the horse-ass traffic.
Hello.
Hello,
Sorry
Cody.
about that.
All good.
Hello, Cody.
I got tied up.
All good.
How did you escape?
We needed a ladder. And we weren't going to dig one out.
Fair enough.
Fair point.
All right, so Cody, to fill you in, you guys passed by a huge amount of people apparently fleeing Dolduar, and the town of Nashith to the north is gone.
Oh, jeez.
A roaming drow guard managed to fill Ace in to the fact that there apparently was an attack, and that's all you guys know.
Guard told me that scouts haven't reported back, so we don't have an updated map.
Great. Nashith, I knew people there.
So, you guys are now in Dolduar, and the city, in this town that is only meant to house people that are like passing by, going to either Valtor or Nashith, is now more populated than the Elven capital.
Oh.
Saying a lot because the Elven capital was even over capacity.
Fair point.
So Sequoia packed up the cart so that way you guys aren't, sitting ducks in the middle of traffic.
Yeah.
Roaming through this town will basically be causing you guys to walk through difficult terrain. So getting around places is going to take some time. So, going through the motions of what I'm assuming you guys are going to be doing, finding a place to stay and, this, that. Depending on how long you guys take to find a place to stay, you guys are probably going to get the hint that there is nowhere available.
Yeah, I was about to say, based off our previous previous experiences with the Elven Capital, I don't think we would even look.
Yeah, no, I don't think we would.
Yeah,
No.
and with the immense crowd walking through the streets, it would make sense that there is nowhere available. Nowhere has any empty rooms.
Okay, we sleep in the cart.
I would
Sleep in the
probably
shifts.
even go to say that there are people even setting up like camps around the town, outside the town, near the lake.
Mm-hmm.
They're everywhere. So, what is your guys' plan? Actually, Cody, let me ask you this question, because we were talking about it earlier, and we're kind of split on the decision right now.
Oh,
You guys have two choices right now. Who do you think would be the best person to go after right now? Who are you going to track down? Eros or Fulmic?
I think finding Fulmic would be more easier because Fulmic is currently searching. He's going to be looking around, and people are probably going to notice him. He's going to stand out. Where the other guy, Aerith, has been secretive. He has been hiding his tracks, and he's been doing it for a while. So any sightings of him might be months or years in the past. So it's probably better to go after Fulmic. We team up with Fulmic, and then we can search together to find whoever we're looking for. The other guy.
Arrows.
Eros, that's it. Sound good?
It's like a plan to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Bless you.
All right.
Bless you again.
So,
Now stop
Wait,
it.
you're able to hear that?
Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
yeah, we can.
It's so quiet, but hey.
So, how are you guys going about looking for Fulmic? Like you're
Well, he kind of stands out.
Yeah, well, so does the, hundreds, if not thousands of people walking the streets currently.
Doesn't Fulmic walk around with a like doctor mask or something like that? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
No, that's Fulmic. You're right.
Okay. I would imagine that would stick out more than anything, so we could ask if anybody's seen someone wearing a I don't imagine that's the height of fashion.
Around here? Probably not.
Nope. Just tell them to look for another me, but shorter.
We're looking for a bird person, but he is not a bird person. He's wearing a bird person mask. He's trying to mimic a bird person.
It's such a Sequoia way to ask that.
That is,
Uh-huh.
that is
He's wearing a bird mask.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that
Sequoia's
is a very Sequoia way asking.
She's rubbing off on me. What can I say?
Yeah, I'd say so. All right. Go ahead and give me a luck roll, Cody.
Don't fuck up.
Okay. Yeah, you talk to a couple of people, you know, as you're walking or as you guys are making your way through the streets. Eventually you're gonna ask around, and somebody will come across you and say, no, I thought I saw somebody wearing like a black mask that made him look like a bird.
Where?
Oh, couple of, I don't know, couple of streets down that way, some, I don't know. It was a while since I've seen them.
Okay. Thanks for the help. For your troubles, I throw him a piece of cheese.
Oh, thank you. Safe travels.
Thank you. Bye. And just waddles away.
Waddle, waddle. Alrighty. So, bear with me here a minute.
No.
Alright, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and reuse some assets here. Alright, so are you all sticking together in the town, or are you splitting up to go look around?
Scary city we haven't really been to before, with in a dangerous area with the parasite nearby. I think it'd be a good idea to stay together.
Stick together.
Yeah, stick around.
Okay.
Plus, with the amount of people in this town right now.
Alright, fair enough. So as you guys are, you know, walking around, you're seeing all these people asking around, hey, have you guys seen this bird man? Not that bird man, this bird man. You know, you guys are obviously seeing guards like posted at every fucking corner of the town. Constant patrols. But even after like that first guy gives you a tip off saying, oh yeah, hey, I saw this guy come through here, not really much luck finding Fulmic.
It's usually Fulmic that finds us, so kind of expected that. Why don't we have Sequoia ask the trees if there are any available?
Sequoia says to let her wander. She'll find him.
Hey Sequoia, I actually have a question for Matt. Matt, don't you have like some kind of an ability to like make you do. You have the ability to like make plants.
Yeah.
Right?
Sorry. A magic item I have lets me grow a little grove of plants underneath my feet, and then I can theoretically enhance it with the plant growth spell, making it permanent.
Yeah. And if I distinctly remember, do you also have like some kind of besides like you're speaking with plants? No, you can just talk to plants.
If I wanted to talk to animals, I would just need to swap.
No, that's not.
How long did it take us to get to town?
Coming from Higdon, or coming from the ruins of the Markley stronghold.
Yes.
It took you about 8 days.
Okay.
Because 4 days.
I don't think we have anything from the guy. Because I could summon the dog. And the dog has a scent ability. And has a really high perception. Do we have anything of Fulmix? Anything that was handed to us?
Not that I can think of.
No, like documents or anything like that? Oh, wait. Doesn't he have like potpourri shoved into the bird mask?
Does he wear it like an actual plague doctor is the question.
Because I remember something being said about that. I don't know if he actually does.
I feel like I made mention at one point about the flowers in his face.
Yeah.
Okay, well, potpourri has a very distinct smell.
It does.
So we might be able to track it that way.
But do we know what herbs or flowers he used?
Sequoia can go ahead and make me a
Try to remember.
Yeah, a knowledge nature.
Nature?
Do I know, Josh?
Yeah, the DC was a 30. Congrats.
Good job, Matt. Sequoia needs
I'm
a
only good
flower.
at 3 things.
All right, so I summoned the dog. Are we able to produce? You're able to produce those plants. Duh. Okay. Summon the dog. Have you produce those plants and smell them and say, "Find us a person that smells like this."
I mean, as much as I would love to tell you that that's how that works, potpourri's dried.
Yes, it's dried, but it still has the same scent. It's just a different state of being.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Scoy's gonna both hands on Brutus' face and hold the flowers in between them and just be like coriander, poppy seed, lavender, lilac.
Sequoia, you specifically remember getting the faint smell of cedar wood.
Cedar.
And using common topography, cedar wood is definitely not very not found in the Underdark, like at all.
Sequoia's gonna think about it, And then like you're gonna watch as the bark on her arm changes. Sniff. Find. Brutus, why?
Hit roll.
Poor Brutus.
I mean, so what? That's a that's a 21.
You add 5 to it.
Yeah, 21.
Yeah, a 21. Okay. So, Brutus will keep his nose down as you guys are making your way through town.
A real Scooby-Doo gang right now.
Yeah. Ace, I do believe that there was something that you wanted.
I'm drawing a blank at the moment.
A new map?
Oh, yes. New map, an updated map, yes. Is there a guild in this town?
Absolutely. Yep.
Cool. Then I'll take Russell with me to go to the guild.
Alright. So you guys would be headed inside. The rest of the party will be hanging out outside. Since you guys don't want to split up.
And I will ask for a map. An updated front map.
Fortunately, the best that I can do is just show you the map at the moment. If you wish to purchase a map of our own, unfortunately, they're in such high demand, we are going to have to start charging for them.
How much would you be charging for them?
25 gold.
Oof. Do you have that, Russell?
That's why you brought me along. God damn it. I hand him 25 gold.
Alright.
That or we could just, update our current map.
Well, that's the plan.
All right, Mr. Navigator.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's a lot of progress.
Give me one moment, please.
Yeah, just
Oop.
like because I can help update the map, not a problem. Just need to know where.
Yep, I will update the map in a moment. As soon as it's done uploading.
Let's see how far off was I? Oh, I was quite far off.
Oh, cool. Pins stay when you delete a map.
So now this is your new map.
Okay, because originally I was thinking from kind of like over here or down over here, but no, it's actually
Better or worse than you were expecting?
better than what I was expecting. Because I was thinking kind of further down.
Not good
Well,
though.
that is a funnel, so it's a little harder to get through the funnel.
Yeah. So I was still thinking, I was right about here a little bit, but when it comes to over here, hard to judge. But hey, no, it's because last it was right around here. Didn't move that far.
Yeah, down south.
Yeah, I'm saying south. Yeah, south didn't move that much.
But even just given the map and seeing the difference between what it was versus what it used to be, basically Olrox was the cutoff of where the land was corrupted, but now it's reached both of these mountain ranges.
Yeah.
And
It's like
that's a solid 5-6 days travel.
yeah, so right about here. That's how much distance we're looking at.
Calvin's gonna point at the map and ask, "Wait, what are these?" Those weren't there before.
No, they were not.
The guild master will look at you all and say, "There will look at Ace and Russell."
Yeah,
Because
what
I forgot
are
that's
these?
just those two that are in there. My bad.
It's like I'll still bring it up because I'm looking at it now too. I'm like, it. Could you mind telling us what these mean? They weren't there before.
No, they're not. They're fresh. They're actually quite new. These markings on the map indicate high concentrations of larger creatures. Nests, they believe to be.
The spawning grounds. For it to be like what? 7 of them?
7 that we know of at the moment. Unfortunately, information is scattered at the moment. The attack on Nashith for what we were being told was not pretty. So, I mean, survivors are still even coming in.
Saw the mass exodus on their way in too.
Oh, that group. Oh, no, that was an evacuation group. Leaders of the city got together and finally pulled their heads out of their asses. So many.
Well, it's always nice when they do that.
There's just a massive influx of people coming in from Turbis and Valtor. And now, ever since we learned of the attack of Nashith, refugees, survivors coming in. I mean, hell, the entire northern road going into Nashith has been blocked off in a quarantine zone.
And where would that quarantine be?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe the quarantine zone is roughly about right here.
I'll just make a little pin on our map for it. Just
Yep, it's just north of Doltuar.
this is getting out of hand.
Agreed.
Say the situation. Oh, that's right. You guys are in the building without us.
Oh.
What the
Oh,
fuck, Twitch?
You okay?
I have to check my emails.
Oh boy.
Swear to God, if they did it again.
I actually swear to God, if they banned your account again, there's going to be a problem.
Why have they banned Brady's account?
They suspected his first account of being a bot and permabanned it. I fought with them for a solid, 5 weeks.
Jack.
And got nothing out of it.
That's wild.
Alright, so is Ace and Russell going to take this information to the rest of the party?
Yeah, I'll take the rest of the party.
Alright. So yeah, outside, you guys, the rest of the party will therefore see the map and how bad things are getting.
I think they did it again. Sorry, Brady. I don't see your profile.
I don't think my new profile is subscribed to you.
It is. But yeah, I looked at the party like, so,
I see it.
I just roll open the map for them.
Alright, so yeah, Russell unravels the map, allowing you guys to see everything.
They managed to take over my home.
Strossus, I am so sorry.
Agreed.
There was nobody there anyways, so it's nothing to mourn about.
It's still so much.
That I point to the new icons for everyone. And these nesting.
High concentrations.
They're hives.
You burn the nest. The insect cannot grow.
That's the thing. That's all they have for currently. There's still more information that they don't have. So there could be possibly more. They just don't have the locations. Not to mention that there is a quarantine zone just north of Duldawar.
Yeah, for all the refugees coming in. Did they mention did they say anything about the Iron Army?
Not to us. Other than the information the Guard gave us, we don't know anything about the Iron Army at the moment.
Oh, Christ. Alright, well, I guess we should continue our search. See if we can find Fulmic.
Agreed.
Alright. So, you guys keep looking.
So the dog can stay out for 6 hours. I have him looking for 6 hours.
Alrighty.
And I do tell him to see invisibility. Well, that's an active ability. I don't need to make him see invisibility. I think about it.
So about an hour after you guys see the map and you're walking around, Brutus is immediately going to stop, turn to Astrosis and say, Master, there are a small group of individuals walking around invisible.
Oh? Lead me right to him.
Well, if we care to remain undetected, they are approximately about 40 feet in front of you, heading down that alleyway right now.
Oh, okay. Follow them.
Of course.
Can't. Guys, come.
Okay. I guess we're following his stresses.
I am back.
Welcome back.
We are currently following his stresses.
Brutus got a hit.
Oh boy.
Hit us something.
Alright, so you guys start following these individuals. Are you being stealthy about it, or are you just going after them?
Being stealthy about it, but I don't think we have to be too stealthy because they are invisible. So.
And there's a lot of people.
Oh, that was a lot of potions.
At least I hope we don't have to be too stealthy.
For all they know, we're just walking around.
Alright, they don't seem very...
Okay, I'm short, so I'm probably like blending in with the crowd, despite Burb.
Alright, yeah, they are, very not paying much attention.
Cody.
What I roll?
A 2.
2.
Thirst.
Let's go. Makes sense. I got a lot. Well, actually, I only have a -1 right now.
Alright, so you guys are going to trail these guys for a couple minutes until eventually they're going to head down another dark alley. Not a lot of foot traffic, like a single person alleyway. And, you know, you guys are going to peek around the corner, and Brutus is going to explain to you all that they pressed a button on the side of the building and walked through it.
Good job, Brutus.
What do you see with your doggy eyes?
Brutus.
Invisible people.
Yeah, Brutus will explain that to you all. He speaks common, so you guys know.
Yeah.
Should we give it a bit of time before we go over and try and find said button?
Yeah. Well, maybe
Well,
not.
we should mark where this is and go plan.
Well, more than likely, it's our.
But
Not so
likely it's
good
one of the, at least one of the people we're looking for.
Yeah.
Do we want to just rush in? We've not been invited this time.
No, we haven't been invited this time, but remind me why we're going after him again?
Well, we don't want
divinity
Eros
engine.
making the engine, starting the engine. And at the same time, we need to find Fulmic and talk to him. And theoretically, we need to warn Eros about Fulmic or Fulmic about Eros. I'm not sure which way we're going with that one yet.
So the
Okay,
reason
sounds like
the reason why you guys are going after Eros is because he warned you guys and saying that if the parasites ever reached phase 3, he's activating the divinity engine. He is contacting the gods and he is going to ask for their help. The reason why you guys are going after Fulmic is because Fulmic, number one, is hunting Eros to stop him from contacting the gods. And he is also apparently a lot more involved with Calvin's grandfather and this entire ordeal of the clue hunt and the parasites than everybody was led to believe.
He wasn't just some nameless random guy. He was basically the inciting incident.
he was a major player.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Calvin will be the one to say to Sequoia, we're pretty much past the point of subtlety, Sequoia. Like, it's...
Sequoia agrees that we are past subtleties, but Sequoia also thinks that maybe we want to, instead of jumping right into the wolf's den, watch the movement of the pack.
But you know these people. You said that you kind of got acquainted with them?
Sequoia talked to a good bit of them, but Sequoia was also being held prisoner at that point, and they had no reason to fear Sequoia because Eros at that point held Sequoia's living root within his grasp.
Well, he doesn't have the living root anymore, though. You don't need it.
Yes, Sequoia agrees. The leverage that's the bonds that Sequoia built were built on leverage. Sequoia is not certain how well they will hold up to Sequoia returning. Sequoia has built a bridge out of dry reed, and the bridge could hold, but for how long?
You know, actually, now that I think about it, I have a question. What's so wrong with him starting the divinity engine? The biggest issue was the sourcing of angelic blood, but he's already completed that.
That is true.
So why is contacting the gods such a terrible thing?
That's the thing, Astrosis. I don't know.
I don't even.
First and foremost, the gods can be rather fickle. Who is to say how they would react to such an intrusion?
Sequoia's also had no problem with him doing what he's doing. Sequoia's just been against the actions he took to do it.
The way that
That's another
Fulmic
thing.
is the one who had issue with it to begin with.
the way that
But that's the thing. The way that he went about doing it, if he's trying to get the gods, I'm not a religion man, but they may not take kindly.
Well, that depends on what god he's trying to talk to. If you're talking to the right god, a lot of them do require sacrifice.
But if not, especially with celestial beings,
Yeah, he could piss someone off. That's true.
you might piss off the wrong god.
Exactly. The gods can be rather irritable.
Well,
The way that I see this right now, Astrosis, while yes, Eris's method of gathering the divine essence to do this isn't favorable. However,
Bad.
thanks to Sequoia, he dialed it back. The reason why I want to find Eros is because I don't want anything to happen to him. Fulmic, he made it quite clear that he does not want this to happen. And thanks to my father's recordings, Fulmic knows a lot more than we were led to believe.
I do believe that if we we can theoretically go to Eros and wait for Fulmic.
That is if Fulmic isn't following us.
Ali Oxen Fulmic?
You received no
It did
answer.
not work.
if he is following us, he has no reason to hide right now because we've already let him possibly to location, if we're correct.
But no, Eros is a brilliant mind. And I'd hate for something to happen to him if Fulmic were to get his hands on him.
Boy agrees. Fulmic can be helpful if Fulmic's brilliance is properly funneled and managed. It is like Beaver who builds dam too well and floods forest. We could. Sequoia does not disagree that going in there is not bad idea. Sequoia also feels that it's not good idea. But if going to Eros is the way to lead to Fulmic, so be. The longer we wait, the longer chance it gives for Fulmic to find Eros on their own. We do not know what Fulmic is capable of. We just know that Fulmic is also a dangerously brilliant otter in this river.
Okay, so it sounds like we're going in.
That's what I'm hearing.
It's probably for the best.
Please let Sequoia go first.
Let the healer go first? I think not.
Agreed.
Sequoia,
You can
as
be
earlier
one
stated,
step behind me. You can be one step behind me. Is that okay? So that way, if they
Sequoia-
do draw their weapons on me, you have the opportunity to shout above me.
Sequoia agreed.
All right. So, you guys head over to the set of bricks that Brutus saw the individuals go through. You know, you guys are looking at it. Looks like a solid wall.
The molest the wall.
What do my birdie eyes tell me? Do I sense some bullshit or no?
We saw exactly what they pushed.
Well, Brutus did. Russell, you don't see anything out of place. You know, Brutus will look at Astrosis and say, yes, he pressed inwards on the 476th brick from the left.
Oh my god!
And the 23rd brick from the bottom.
Who can count?
Oh, son of a bitch.
If you pick him up, can he point?
I'm not counting that high.
He's not part pointer.
I will do it.
Oh my gosh.
Mages.
Why you say it like it's this bad thing?
3, 4,
And you even
5,
count?
6.
Mages, do any of you have detect secret door?
I
don't
don't think I do.
If it's cantrip, I have it, but no. I don't know. Hold on, let me look here. I don't even know what I have anymore.
You're asking the pirate about bullshit like this.
It is a level 1 alchemist spell, a level 1 bard spell, a level 1 psychic spell, a level 1 sorcerer wizard spell, and a level 1 witch spell.
And it's
I
not
do
on my
not have it.
list.
So, alchemist. Does anyone have detect secret doors?
Nope.
Then I'm just gonna press my body up against the wall and feel for it.
Wait a second. Oh my god.
Just-
Bert,
Just
no,
push your
Bert, hold
body
on.
against the wall and just roll.
I am going to cast Detect Magic and see if I can see if there's anything
It's the
that kinda
mechanical
lights up in
thing.
that area. 'Cause if it's invisible, it could potentially have magic.
Nope, it's not invisible.
Potentially.
No, because
It's-
he just said that he pressed 2 things of stone,
Yep, it's mechanical.
2 things of brick. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Let
Okay, Bert, do the
let
mechanical thing.
the bird do the bullshit.
Me.
All
Ladies,
right.
you're both pretty.
With that with a 27 knowledge engineering, a mechanism like this is not going to be easy to construct. Having to move that amount of weight in stone to make it, sink in and move to a doorway, but also for it to go back and remain flush, completely undetected. Very easily you're able to narrow down the space of where the mechanism could be, Russell. I would probably say after about 20 minutes or so of your feathers just grazing the stone, feeling out differences and such, eventually you will come across a stone that definitely feels off. You're going around, you're shaking the stones, and then all of a sudden one of them is very loose. So, you press it in and then voila, stone, moves out of the way, revealing a small corridor and a staircase that leads down into this building.
Yippee!
Yeah. So let's just after you.
Alrighty. So, you guys start making your way down the pathway. And yeah, I think this will work.
Ominous.
Nothing too ominous about it.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. So, yeah, you guys are going to start making your way down the corridor here. It's dark. It's damp. It's a hallway. Eventually, leading you guys down into a much bigger area. Until suddenly you turn a corner and you happen to almost run into someone. Just a regular Joe Schmo alchemist, lab coat, potions on him. You know, just runs into you guys. And he's like, "Oh, my apologies. I was. Who the fuck are you?"
We are friends of Eros.
I'm trying to debate whether or not that should be a bluff or a diplomacy check.
It's not. We are friends of Eros. I never
Yeah?
said we were supposed to be here.
Um.
It's not a lie, and it's inherently true.
Yeah, because last I checked, we were cool with them.
Oh, you're friends of the master. What might your names be? We were not.
I'm sure if
we
you
were
let
not
him know
ex-
that Sequoia has come to visit, he would be quite curious.
Hello, I am Sequoia.
Oh, well, we were not expecting any. Hang on a minute.
Wait a minute.
Hang on a minute. Miss Sequoia, I do recognize.
Hello.
I do recognize you.
Oh my god, that thought we were gonna have to go to sleep.
Oh, well, well, I guess if you're here, well, these companions of yours.
Yes, these are Sequoia's friends. None of which have ever sold Sequoia to accidentally be kidnapped. That one's dead.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
Way to hold a grudge.
Yeah, for real.
God damn. I do it one time, and you motherfuckers tell me out like it's nothing.
What? It's objectively true.
But you know what? It was one hell of a plot device.
It really was.
The whole reason we're here.
Fuck you.
Just think, Jacob. Your dead character. This
Brady, what the fuck is going on with your mic? Jesus Christ.
His computer decided to eat it.
No, it's either his audio is fucking up or he's sitting far away from his mic again. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on with it.
I was sitting away from my mic.
Okay, don't do that anymore, because holy fuck, that was awful.
I will not do that anymore.
Darth Brady.
Alright, so.
Yes, these are Sequoia's friends.
I feel like this is a part where Sequoia goes, "Good Brady."
Alright. So repeat what you said, Brady. I'm sorry.
I didn't say anything important.
Oh, okay. well, I wasn't informed that Master Eros would be expecting you to come back. I do believe he's down in the main lab. Do you happen to remember how to get there?
No.
Give me knowledge history.
Josh, you know who can't make that?
Ah. Yeah, well, head down this hole, second left, fourth right, down the set of stairs, third left, and then straight through the double doors.
Sequoia's like nodding aggressively, and then puppy dog's eyes Calvin.
Alright, fine.
Second left, fourth right, down the stairs, third left.
Yes.
Alright, you guys make your way down?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Alrighty. One moment.
Who is messaging me at this time of night? I will murder my phone.
No, KP, you need that.
I don't want it. I had to open this morning.
You see, there's this little red button that says decline. That's all you gotta do.
And I didn't want to listen to the big boss's bitch. He named me that. I don't want to deal with them again. I'm not sure as shit whether to be dealing with Texas. Why is this door not open?
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. Alright, so you guys are going to make your way into, through the hallways. People are going to look at you, question, like, who the fuck is that? And then some people are going to be like, oh, hi, Sequoia.
Hello, it's I, Sequoia.
I don't know any of you people. I'm just walking this way.
Sequoia forgot all of your names. This was so long ago for Sequoia. There was only one of her
Hey,
and
girl.
lots of you.
I am trying to find... Ah, there he is. Alright, so yeah, you guys make your way through the hallways until finally you guys make your way through the double doors into the main lab. Of course, here is where the rest of the party is finally going to see this place. Sequoia, this place is extremely familiar to you. You've been here several times, as a matter of fact.
Sequoia hates this room.
And so around this area, this room is, similar to how it was in the Markley Stronghold, with this big wide open room with a bunch of tables and alchemist gear fucking everywhere. The difference between the Markley Stronghold and this place, not only do you guys see a bunch of, alchemists and scientists running around all over the place, literally lining the walls, and these giant glass tubes, is a very bright yellow light coming from each of these glass cylinders. A lot of them have a bunch of scientists around them, jotting notes down. There's wires and pipes going all over the place. This is tech that none of you have ever experienced before, except for Russell. Russell, you walk in this room and you see all of this pipe work, all of this, steamworks and technology, and instantly you recognize Valis Adhere equipment. Like,
PTSD intensifies.
This is definitely not Endrothian. This is Valis Adhere.
Certainly has a trade route with Valis here.
And so, as you guys, make your way into the main lab, you guys approach the end of the room, where you guys see all of these pipes from each of these tubes of yellow light pouring into this one primary mechanism in the center of the room. A small console lays in front of it, a desk stacked filled with papers and books, empty ink bottles and quills, as you guys now face Eros and his companion, as Eros is hunched over the desk, hand running through his hair as he's flipping through a book of notes. his assistant is going to turn, look at you guys, and nudge Eros and say, "Sir, you have company."
Boy's just gonna have a big old friendly smile and wave.
Eros will, turn, look at everybody. You're gonna see, like the bags under this poor guy's eyes. He looks like he hasn't slept in days.
It's finals week.
He goes from a look of disdain and just tiredness to, oh great. As he doesn't say anything to you all, and he just turns back to his pages and says, I do believe we had a deal.
Did we say we were going back on the deal?
Well, typically when a group of individuals happen to storm my home base, and they're typically...
I don't believe it was storming, considering you've invited Sequoia here before.
Sequoia found door and walked in.
Yeah, we kind of just walked in. Hell, people were saying hi to Sequoia.
Everyone likes Sequoia.
She's very popular here.
Yeah, of course she fucking is. Okay. All right. He's just gonna slam his book shut and turn, lean against the table and say, "All right, lay it on me. What do you want?"
Oh, hi.
It's like awkward for a moment, and then all of a sudden, hi.
I'm sorry, Calvin's the smart one here. It's his job to talk to this guy.
Hey,
Alchemist.
You guys are.
Except Josh doesn't want to come across as a psychopath talking to himself.
I do that every fucking day, KP. It doesn't matter. I'm giving you guys a chance. I'm giving you guys a chance to give me dialogue. God damn it. I'm the one who's writing.
Listen, you don't want me explaining this. I don't understand it.
Eros, what do you know of Fulmic?
Who?
Yeah.
Good answer.
Oh, answer that question.
I fear we must start from the top of the situation, no?
That's what you consider the top.
Mike.
Well, the top.
I'm sitting right next to it.
It's something up with your mic, man.
Eros, I have a question. I asked them, now I'm going to ask you. Is there any potential dangers to contacting the gods?
Is that any better?
No, not at all.
What the fuck?
Is your mic slightly unplugged?
I just checked the cords.
Sounds
Are
like
the
Pretty
drivers up to
spam from
date?
talking.
it sounds like you might have a short in the wire.
Yeah.
Oh, those wires are
I got
perfectly
a new
good.
mic.
He has my old setup. Whatever, I'll deal with it later. I just apologize for anybody listening in. So you asked the question of Eros, is there any danger to, contacting the gods? And, Eros is just going to look at you guys and say, I don't see the logic in that question. Why would there be any danger in contacting gods?
Yeah?
You roboted a little bit there.
Oh, probably just my internet being weird. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. Why must we all dance around questions like birds who try to mate? Eros. I'm just waiting for him to be like, yeah.
Again, I don't understand the logic behind that question. We pray to gods constantly. We, offer them gifts and such. What is the issue of skipping the formalities and coming to those who watch over us in our time of need?
What all of Sequoia's friends are dancing around saying is that we have we have talked to an individual whom we are loosely associated with, named Associate Fulmic. And Fulmic, when learning about what you were up to, seemed rather displeased or distasting of what you were up to. And so Fulmic vowed that he would try to come and find you and stop you. But at the same time, we have recently learned things about Fulmic that make us question his own judgment in such causes. So, we decided that the most logical way to find Fulmic was to find you.
So this individual is currently hunting me?
Sequoia's not sure what his intent is, to be honest.
I believe
Hunt
his
and
intent is
or
to stop you from using the divinity engine.
You watch as Sequoia slaps her forehead. We are such fools. We have led wolf into where we have led wolf to where the baby deer hide, where the baby deer has been left by mother.
Mother dearest.
Speaking of, is that any better for my mic?
Much better.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, what brings you all here then? Assuming the best outcome being you are here to, what, protect me from this Fulmic individual?
I think we are more here to see what Fulmic's intent is and to ask questions. And if Fulmic's intent is not what we have deemed to be good, we will aid Eros. But if Fulmic may have caves, perhaps we can have conversation with Eros. We are in conundrum. We have two different queens in the hive, and we have yet to figure out which one is the one to follow, and which one should keep producing in the hive.
Ultimately, we want to try and find a non-violent solution.
Because right now there's too many variables. And first of all, we don't know how this divinity engine would fully work, or if there's going to be repercussions. At the same time, person that may have a lot of answers is, yeah.
So you're using me as bait.
Sequoia realized that after we began here that we accidentally used you as bait, yes.
Well, Fulmic is very experienced mage.
Yes, Sequoia's realized we may have been dumb.
Alchemist. He would have found you either way.
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt.
That is true.
Depending on who got here first, would have changed the outcome. Either way, all we could do is wait to see what happens. Because you already see how far the line has gone with the parasites.
I've come across a couple of the more updated scout maps. Although I can't exactly say I'm surprised to see you all here, because I'm not. I figured that you would all eventually find me. I mean, you still have 21 days before our deal was up. So, On a contract base, you're early.
That is true. We are early, technically, according to your laws of paper. But at the same time, there was more pressing issues to deal with.
Considering where we came from.
I mean, this raised the question. Fomic, are you in the room with us?
You received
And
no
as if
answer.
on cue. I was about to say, and as if on cue.
Is Brutus still with us?
Yes.
Yep, he's there for 6 hours.
Well, if I may ask, looking at all this stuff is from Val's here, isn't it?
Yes, most of it, in fact, including even some of the engineers that I have hired here, maintaining all of the machinery. Unfortunately, Endroth's technological advances have not been able to produce the precision that was needed in order to extract the divine essence from our subjects.
Must have been difficult trying to get all this together, I can imagine.
It wasn't cheap.
Given how stubborn they are.
Oh, you haven't the slightest idea.
Hell, I just gave the dwarves access to guns. I love how this is turning into casual talk now.
Yeah.
I mean, Sequoia truly wonders if at this point, should we just turn on Eros' disgusting machine?
That's the problem. I don't even know if we should. I mean, I'm not a religious man myself. I don't know much of any of this. But I know for a fact that when people would come to the labs with, sudden wild inspirations or anything, it's not seen as a good gesture per se, more of an annoyance. Because, alchemists would be sitting at tables, doing work and, going about their current research, and to be interrupted by somebody just out of the blue is kind of annoying. Well, yes, your logic is sound, Master Markley. I can't simply just turn away from this. I have spent the better amount of 7 months gathering up all of this essence. I cannot simply just let it go. I explained to your companion that yes, while my methods are not the most humane, while it is not something that most people would authorize, what other options do we have? We have tried every single combination, every single mutagen, potion, anything that we could come up with. And this virus will not stop. And when all logic fails, what do people turn to?
Lance?
Alcohol.
They turn.
God damn it.
I mean, it's not a bad answer.
They turn to faith.
No, I hang out with the wrong people.
And as I said to Sequoia, I am willing to go down in Endroth's history as the greatest villain to walk this entire region, if it means to save as many people as I can. So, let me ask you, Faybreak.
Sequoia forgot that was name of party for a moment.
I miss M&M's.
So do I.
Yes.
Are we or are we not activating my machine?
Except there's no danger as far as we can tell. It's either put to waste all the blood and sacrifice that he's already committed and do nothing and do nothing, or activate the machine and have a completely unknown repercussion.
Sequoia is still torn. Sequoia does not like this machine. But Sequoia also doesn't understand why Fulmic would be so against machine either. I mean, it is basically just walking in. It is basically like the equivalency of walking up to someone on the street and going, "Hello, my name is Sequoia."
Well, it's not. You don't have to sacrifice the blood of, their children in order to contact them. Not the blood, but you get what I'm saying.
It would be like burning a bunch of wood to summon the summoned mother. Sequoia understands.
Yeah.
My only thing is we have no idea how the gods are going to react to this.
Or even if the machine's going to work.
Aren't they like mini gods too? Like, which god are you trying to contact?
At this point, any of them that are willing to answer.
All right, time to summon the blood for the blood god. Not summon blood. Get blood for the blood god.
Oh,
we already got blood for blood god though.
And we need skulls for the skull throne now.
I think the biggest thing that we're confused about is the other factor in this situation. Is there any way that we have to contact Fulmic?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because, let's be honest, Fulmic is a reasonable guy. Alright, granted, okay, yes, we don't exactly trust him anymore. But he's helped us a lot. And he seems like a man who is capable of explaining his actions.
We are in high-level
alchemy lab. Could not Eros have item that lets us communicate with Fulmic and thereby set neutral meeting place?
Do you have a scroll of message?
We do?
Pretty much.
I'm asking. Do you have a scroll of message? Of course, Astrossus can't say that.
Can you verify any sort of way that this individual won't simply pull a knife on sight?
You have me to stand in way.
Sequoia will also stand in way?
If it comes, we're not here to try to kill you or to get you killed, Eros. If he tries something out of the blue, we will stand up for you.
I'm with Vanya on that.
Very well. He'll just reach into your bag or into his bag and toss Astrossus a scroll.
Oh.
Astrossus, before we do this, I believe Eros should choose the place where meet. 'Tis fair. We are imposing on him.
Bring him here. There's simply no point in hiding it anymore. Everything goes well, the engine gets activated. Everything doesn't go well, you'll have to figure out how to disable it. And there's enough divine energy in these tanks in order to literally blow half of the entire Underdark to smithereens.
Oh, it don't work like that. Okay.
Why can nobody make things with
Man just threatened us with a nuke.
Yeah, he did.
I'll embrace it. Yippee! Character 3, let's go.
Okay, who wants to contact Fulmic?
Should not be Calvin, maybe? Who would Fulmic listen to best? And give Fulmic proper directions to where to go? Perhaps Brutus?
Yeah. The dog.
Just give it to me.
Alright. Pass this along.
Calvin will open up the scroll of message and basically summoning everything up and saying, Fulmic, I gotta be careful.
We need to talk.
I gotta be careful with my choice of words because I only get 25. Fulmic, we know you know more. We want to talk. Eros is willing to cooperate. There's no need for violence.
Meet at
Only
this
function.
location.
I'll just say dual door.
Come find us Dolduar Square. That's 25. And send.
Ye old smartphone.
All right. So, now I guess some of us are going to go ahead up to the town square and see if... And before Calvin can even finish his sentence, you guys hear the crack of a teleport.
Oh, I guess he found us instead.
We said the square. Squaw, you
Well,
squawker.
Why wait? Let's go.
Squawking squawker.
Way to censor yourself.
So, a crack of a teleport spell is going to go off. And then Fulmic materializes inside the main lab. You know, as he fully materializes, you guys feel a gust of wind just blow throughout the entire fucking lab. Papers go flying all over the place. It shocks even Eros. Because, you know, he covers his eyes, looks at Fulmic and say, "How the hell did you just do that? There are wards all over this lab."
I see.
Oh. There were.
You won't say Sequoia not normal. Fulmic has been less normal.
I'm starting to think that we might not be enough to stop him.
Sorry for this. Sorry for the sudden intrusion and near instant response to your message, Calvin. However, a situation like this cannot be ignored, and I'd rather not waste any time. We're all...
Before you get firing spells, can we talk?
Fulmic is going to put up his hands and say, "Don't worry. Unlike the rest of my crew, I am a somewhat reasonable individual."
Fulmic has crew?
You said you wanted to talk like men and talk properly. Very well. You and your party have never led me astray or have never done anything against me, Calvin. In fact, you have helped me quite a lot in some of the research that I've been going through. And
Sequoia's not sure. We tend to get lost a lot.
And thus, I have done the same for you. I would say that our friendship is rather mutual. However, it is you that I am concerned about. As he turns to Eros.
Associate Eros, Associate Fulmic, Associate Fulmic, Associate Eros. You have now met. Associate Fulmic, Associate Eros plans to turn on his disgusting machine at some point. Associate Eros, Associate Fulmic does believe that your machine, while disgusting, should never be turned on. None one here within the seven of us understand why the other feels the way they do. Please, debate.
Most of us don't even understand the machine to begin with.
That is true. There are no twigs, leaves, mud, or berry in there. Sequoia does not understand. Only thing Sequoia gets is blood.
If you all must understand one thing, that it is not blood that I am collecting, it is essence. It's basically extracted mana.
Sequoia's writing on a piece of bark that looks like a bunch of pictographs.
Fulmic is going to stand there and cross his arms and look at Eros and say, "So, you're Eros Forza, leader of Ingress." That would be me. And you must be Fulmic that they speak of. I am. So, I'm going to get down to the point immediately, Mr. Forza. Your engine is not going to work.
Oh.
And how exactly do you back up that theory, Master Fulmic? I had priests imported directly from Valis Akir's capital church that have concluded that the ritual that the divinity engine will activate will succeed. This entire machine, built on the blood, sweat, and tears of priests, engineers, and the greatest alchemical minds of Endroth and Valis here combined. This is a remarkable piece of technology. It will not fail. The question that I have, according to the rest of what Feyband was saying, why are you so scared of what the engine is going to show us? And Fulmic is just staring down Eros. You are dwindling with powers that you will never comprehend, Master Forza. Your engine will not work. To be more specific, it will not work to how you expect it to work. Give me perception rolls, everyone.
Russell sees.
I see everything. That was a 19, motherfuckers. Oh, fuck you. Fuck both of y'all.
So does Calvin, apparently.
This is a good time for Calvin to get A.
Me.
So, Russell, Flora, and Calvin. You guys, look over at this tense stare-off between the two. The three of you look over to Fulmic, and you guys notice his goggles that are attached to his mask are going haywire with the amount of arcane signals and runes just dancing across his vision, just across the lenses of his goggles. And Fulmic will continue. I can see what ritual that you are performing. The priests that you hired from Valis here know what they're doing. The ritual will work. The engine will work. However, I promise you, I'm not threatening you. I am promising you, you are not going to like the results.
If I may ask, what result do you think it is? And I'm putting that in quotations. Because clearly you're seeing something that we can't.
Russell, you are going to notice that Fulmic, clutches his hand. My apologies, Russell. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you.
You don't have to tell me a direct answer. It could be vague. You could be around the bush.
Unfortunately, there is no way of going around a bush for this. Eros, this is my only warning to you. If you turn that engine on, you will not like what you see.
In that case, will this be harming people instead of helping?
Harming people. Not immediately. There is a series of plans that are in effect that if you turn this engine on today, will accelerate them tenfold. And believe me, it's not me that will be angry about it. However, it will agitate me because that makes my job 1,000 times harder.
And what is your job?
Good question.
You guys are going
Get the fuck off.
You guys are going to see his goggles like darken and then light back up, simulating blinking. Begin releasing the divine essence, Eros. It will take years for it to fully disperse. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, Master Fulmic. Your vagueness isn't very convincing. I'm sorry. You are but an alchemist from wherever you hail from. If this was a priest, a high cleric, an oracle, or hell, even one of the 7.
Quickly, Rusty, say something.
Or hell, even one of the 7 coming from Valicet here, I would be more than inclined to believe you. I would.
Fulmic, do you have ability to put evidence behind claims?
Without revealing too
Time
much.
to be vague, Fulmic.
No.
Then what can you tell us without revealing too much?
There isn't anything that I can tell any of you because you all are not ready.
Ready for what?
You can't say. Or you're not paying attention.
I do believe that was quite well established, friend Russell.
How can we be ready for something we don't know anything about?
Because from what I can understand, me and my crew, we weren't ready for a flying ship to tear our ship apart.
Yeah, and we were not expecting you to be there.
What?
Sequoia has several questions.
So, you already knew.
From the sounds of it, he was part of that.
Friend Russell, please keep up pace with conversation.
Shut up, all of you.
Fulmic, what the fuck do you mean that they shouldn't have been there?
That's how I'd like to know.
We're talking about that the sky ship that dropped little suns on you. Right?
Yes. I would like to know why I shouldn't have been there.
Fulmic, you're keeping secrets.
Sequoia would like to more know why Fulmic was on ship.
And I want to know why you were collaborating with my grandfather and my parents.
I want to know what the fuck is going on right now.
Fulmic, who the fuck are you? He's gonna let out an exasperated sigh. And he's going to say, fine. You all want to know the truth?
I believe that is best way to stop these actions from occurring any further. Even though we may not be ready. Sadly, Fulmic, it fears that you may have to say something, so we do not. So Eros here does not do what he wants to do.
And right now, time is running out.
People are dying, Fulmic.
The parasites that were in the research lab over there? They're out. We had to fight our way out of a research lab that was held by Calvin's parents.
The front line is moving ever closer to the foot of the world. We need to know what's going on.
So that's how you all found out. You found the stronghold.
Yes, we have.
We did.
And sadly, friend Fulmic, it raised more questions than answers.
To be clear, Fulmic, we're not against you. We're just seeking answers.
In truth, we are not against anyone here. Our grove currently houses the squirrel, the chipmunk, and the mouse. 3 animals that work against each other, but could live in harmony if they can find collaboration and cooperation in their environment.
I wanted you all to be stronger before I told you any of this, before I even came to you all about it.
We apologize for pushing up your timetable, but Sequoia fears that Eros may do something that would make your timetable irrelevant in 30 days if we do not push up your personal table.
All right. You want to know the truth? I'll tell you. But I'm going to warn you right now. After I tell you, all of your lives are going to be very different.
That makes you believe that anyone here's lives was normal to begin with. Phrenostrosis is a rat.
Hey.
We met each other.
There's also the fact that Astrosis's homeland is pretty much gone now.
Sequoia was trying to do that what you call joke.
It was a good joke. I liked it.
Thank you. Thank you, Phrenostrosis.
He did throw me.
Well, that is how you make.
I almost said
how
under
you
the
make
bus.
joke with everyone else.
I almost said under the bus, but under the cart.
While these two are bickering at each other, Flora, you happen to catch Fulmic staring at you again.
Is there something on my face?
Oh, it's time for everyone's favorite episode of oddly centered KP moments.
Just
What is it? What do you all want to? What do you all want to know first? If you
Who are you?
Sequoia like raises her hand.
If you are all accepting of the fact that everything is not going to be the same after we're done talking, then fine. I'll fill you all in.
Honestly,
Sequoia-
Fulmic, nothing has been the same since we met Calvin.
Sequoia like raises her
Yeah,
hand and
pretty
politely
much.
waits.
Yeah, it is kind of strange how this all started with a simple escort quest.
And then it turned into a scavenger hunt. And now
Whatever
we're up
this is
to this
turning
point.
out to be.
This is about to turn
Yeah.
into something much greater than just a scavenger hunt. Sequoia,
Sequoia like,
go ahead.
yes? Sequoia would like you to let Eris know why he cannot turn on the machine in all reality. That way, that whatever else you say going forward from here, Eris may not be privileged to hearing. We may leave and get out of Eris's hair. His brow is quite furrowed from the looks of things.
Can somebody translate that, please?
She wants you to tell Eros what's going on so we can leave and talk.
Unless if you wanted to say it all out right here, right now.
Fulmic is just going to turn his head and look Eros in the eye. You're not contacting gods, Eros. They're dead.
Then who is he contacting?
Damn it.
The people. He's contacting people I'm hunting.
Oh.
Fulmic is predator.
Wait a minute. Fulmic, what do you mean by that? You're not contacting gods, Eros. You're contacting something much worse. Your gods don't exist. They're dead.
I'm guessing whatever killed these gods that you're hunting, he might be the one to contact them.
Yes.
If this machine turns on.
The reason why...
Which explains why
the reason
you
why
said...
I'm stopping you from turning on this machine is if you turn on this machine, they're going to discover me. They will discover me. They will discover my crew. And if that happens, you're all good as dead.
Who are these individuals? You say they killed the gods, but that's not something a normal mortal can do.
Aren't your powers divine in nature, Vanya?
Yes.
Because these individuals that I'm talking about aren't normal people. They're living concepts. They're called Eternals.
I feel like you need to explain a little bit more. Eternals?
Yeah, you want to thumb that down for us, Kimosabe?
Think of a concept of anything.
Okay.
Curiosity.
Of infinite curiosity. Now, what if curiosity had a personality, had a physical body, a manifestation?
Why am I picturing a cat?
I'm just looking at Sequoia.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, what if that manifestation was once a great hero of a place far away, and they were granted powers that even exceeded gods themselves?
Depending on the concept, that would be
horrifying.
Yeah.
Because it is horrifying. Their
The
god
concept of curiosity could be twisted and defined into trying to discover things by causing causalities, like plagues.
Precisely. Eternals are creatures that ascend gods. They're god killers.
There are individuals that rely on the powers of concept and use it for their own will.
Okay, and you said you're hunting them. What does that make you?
The Eternals
Fulmic is
are meant to be forever. Eternity is meant to last forever. However, that is where me and my crew step in. Creatures such as the Eternals plague the different planes and realities. They abuse their powers and treat mortals such as yourselves as though you are simple plastic toys to throw away. Lives that don't mean anything. We put a cap on their eternity and limit their powers. We are limiters.
My brain hurts.
So you are saying they are like beetle that eats leaf, but you are the caterpillar, but you are the bird that eats the beetle?
Think of it as the Eternals wish to play God. But we believe in free will. You're not making any sense, Fulmic.
Yeah, I'm with Calvin on this one.
These creatures that are supposedly beyond the powers of gods, why are they here? We believe that your plane is a breeding ground, Calvin. That's why they're here.
So they're trying to make more?
That begs a question. How does one become eternal?
Another question, why?
There are multiple ways. Throughout our travels, we have come across many different tests that the Eternals give way to in order to become one of them. One of them includes genocide and mere extinction. When we stumbled upon your plane, things were different. We've never seen a plane emitting so much energy. And when we looked into it, the Eternals practically planted a beacon right in the middle of your plane.
Wait, in the middle of the plane?
Calvin's gonna look at Fulmic and say, "The Tower of God?" The Tower of God that resides in the center of Demrin is a test. It's not sanctuary. It is not the promised land that your gods have offered, I would say. Those who are worthy get invited. It's more along the lines of those who are strong enough get invited. Haven't you all ever questioned why all of a sudden so many bad things are happening all over the world? Luavara is at war. Luavara is at war. Astria is experiencing a magical drought. Valacid here is dealing with a civil war. And you all are dealing with a parasitic invasion. Isn't that strange to any of you?
Oh, wait, you're saying they're all connected?
Correlations of these events do seem odd that all four mass continents of this plane are affected so heavily at once.
Yeah, all at the same time is strange. And it's not like we're at war with each other, so
It's because they are trying to produce more Eternals. And they're testing
through
each of the
conflict?
and they're testing each of the regions to make them prove themselves.
Are you saying that we are all in the spider's webs and we are currently the flies stuck on the silk?
I didn't suspect you all at first. I'll be completely honest, Mr. Markley. I believed that it was your uncle, the magic user, the mage. I forget his name.
Master Iris.
That's it. Iris.
He is quite strong.
I suspected it to be Master Iris, having a formal education in the academies of Astria, and being as far into the clue hunt as he is. I suspected him of being the one that was being chosen. However, when you all explained to me that you were abandoning the clue hunt to investigate the parasites in a closer matter, I immediately knew that something was wrong. I was speaking to my captain, as a matter of fact, and even she told me that I was wrong.
So what are you saying?
It wasn't Iris that the Eternals are targeting. It's not Iris they're testing.
What are they testing?
Is it
Wait,
Calvin?
You think it's
Are you
Calvin?
implying it's us?
They're testing you all.
Oh.
Okay, if they're wait, hold on.
Sequoia cannot take
Wait.
tests. Sequoia cannot read.
Wait, let me speak. If they're testing us all, what does that have to do with me? Because going back on it earlier, you said I wasn't supposed to be there. Care to explain on that part first?
You were a variation in their plan. They weren't expecting Hazama to perish.
More along the lines of your fate was intertwined with Endroth when you came into contact with us. I suspect that some of our magical energy rubbed off on you, Master Russell, when your ship came into contact with ours. It's not very often when our cloaking abilities and all of the ship's maintenances and powers are suddenly discovered by a simple ship that is sailing upon the ocean sea.
Then why did you rain hellfire on us?
Dead men tell no tales.
Right. Associate Fulmic's mission here seems to be one of utmost secrecy, trying to hide from beings who know every corner of the plane. So if one small crew of pirates start talking about a ship that flies and has massive power on it, word travels quickly through the roots of ears.
I didn't think that it would be much of a danger to let a little drunken dwarf walk amongst the taverns spreading stories such as that, he'd be laughed at. Nobody would take him seriously.
Until someone does.
The only one who takes them seriously is the crew themselves.
However, when a greedy captain and a little bird start tweeting about things, that's when things get dangerous.
Right. Russell's now Tweety.
I apologize.
I thought Putty Cat.
I apologize greatly on behalf of the limiters, Russell, that most of your crew perished. However, a few lives are worth the price of greater numbers.
Oh, great. So we're going down this route then.
So you're gonna drink from that cup of tea. Gotcha.
You speak
Great,
you speak of you speak of these Eternals so highly of being these individuals who have the power of gods, but yet you hoard your own powers over us. Who are you to simply decide the fate of Russell's crew coming into contact with yours?
Well, here's the thing. He is right about spreading words and whatnot. When it comes to pirates, whatever one tail shows, many more will follow.
Not only that, but even legends have a kernel of truth in them somewhere.
Also, pirates are often shot at first before,
Yeah.
Okay, getting back on track though. Why are the Eternals targeting us? Like, we've barely done anything for this clue hunt. Why are we the ones being targeted? Simply look at what you have, Calvin. You have a bird that has come into contact with extraplanar creatures, probably reeks of magical power. You have a child of Titania in your party.
Oh, that's my mom.
Yes.
You have an individual that is cursed down to her blood molecules. You even have yourself that is the grandson of the greatest mind to walk this region. You have a valiant warrior who has faced death itself in front of everything and walked away from it.
I wonder who he's talking about.
He's talking about you. He's pointing directly at you.
That little shit right there.
That little fucker. That's him, officer. That's the valiant warrior.
You have an individual who has been supplying the greatest minds in the region with all of the materials necessary for this pathetic little clue hunt. And then there's you, and he points to Flora, that I still can't figure out what the fuck is going on with you.
What do you mean?
God damn.
Damn.
I felt that from over here.
Wow.
I like how I feel like this is the moment where everyone just kind of turns and looks at Flora like.
I simply cannot wrap my head around it. Thousands and thousands of years of research. And yet every single time I look right at you, it's like you're not even there. I can see you. I can hear you, speak to you. I have faced creatures that can bend reality itself, and yet... What the fuck are you?
Damn.
Oh my god.
I don't understand exactly what you're saying.
You're an enigma.
You're an enigma.
I can understand. I get that part.
You're literally a glitch in the code.
But I don't understand, like, what you mean by, like, You can, like, what? Is my magic not visible? Like, I don't
So who's
understand. Do
gonna
I just not
poke
seem to have a
Flora?
presence?
It's not important right now. I thought I was seeing things, but now I know for sure something isn't normal about you.
Well, I don't know much about myself either, so.
The fact of the
Both.
matter is, Master Markley, each and every single one of the members of your party at the moment is special in their own way. So much so that it has caught the attention of the Eternals. And they are testing you. They want to see if you are capable of succeeding. And they want to see if you and the rest of your party are capable of handling the test of Demrin. And if you are willing to accept the place of an Eternal.
I like my warm, cozy bed.
Sequoia does not think Sequoia's mom would approve of these actions.
To answer your question earlier, Master Markley, my name is Fulmic Royar. I am from the plane of Masmus. I'm a refugee saved by the limiters. Because my home was destroyed by these creatures.
Oh my.
My crew and I are here on your plane specifically to stop them from destroying yours. That is my purpose here. He's going to turn back to Eros. So you see, Master Eros, that is why I am telling you to not turn on your engine. You will open a gateway directly to the Eternals. They will contact you, and they will merely laugh at you. But most importantly, if you open and you turn on that engine, you open that gateway, they are going to find me. And if they find me, they're going to know who else is here. And I'm warning you right now. I may not be the most intimidating person that you have seen in your life, but I promise you, my captain will make you shit your own guts out.
That's a fucking threat.
Are you talking about the same captain that kind of scared my captain?
What happens if you
Kinda
don't have
scared.
guts?
Your insides become outsides.
Yeah, but Sequoia's just wood.
You become splinters.
Oh, Sequoia would not like that.
Then tell me, Master Fulmic, if my engine is not the answer, what is? You are the closest thing to a god that any of us can ever reach. And here you are standing in front of us, dancing around the answer to the biggest question that is running through all of our heads. How do we stop these monsters? I mentioned before, Master Eros, that Calvin's grandfather is the greatest mind that has ever walked this plane. The fact that his youngest son nearly took up his mantle is a tragedy that they both died. I mentioned this before, Calvin, that I could have sworn I remember something about this clue hunt that seemed very, very familiar to me. And I wasn't able to figure out what it was. And I remember why I was never able to figure it out. It's because throughout my entire travels, I have only ever seen 4 of these things be created. And 3 of them drove their creators to death. I'll admit, the path that your grandfather is taking is not the easiest way to go about it. There are far simpler ways of creating this thing that he's trying to do. However, I am under strict orders as to not interfere.
Thus
And
the clue hunt.
he's going to reach into his pocket and he's going to hand Calvin a scroll. Calvin will open it up and, show you guys what's written on it. And it's a list. And it's a list of 10 ingredients.
Yeah, at least this one's smaller.
That is my end of the deal of the clue hunt. That is all the help I can give you. Your
So
family.
it sounds like we're back on the clue.
Your family is extremely brilliant, Calvin. It is a shame that they're all branching off into other things. Your grandfather was one of the greatest men I've ever known. So, that's it then. That's simply it. You're handing him, what, a 6th of the ingredient list of whatever that senile old man put together. And what? You're not going to explain to us what it's creating? You can't do it alone, Calvin. You already came to that realization. You know you can't do it alone. And you're right. And to answer your question, Eros, no. I'm not telling him what it does. I'm not telling him what he makes. Because, A real alchemist would be thrilled to make the discovery themselves. And Eros is just going to smirk and say, and there it is again. That same ego. Hoarding over your knowledge and power. Eros is going to turn to the rest of the party. Folks, what is your all take of this?
I mean, we already knew what it's supposed to create.
Fulmic will turn to Flora and say, you figured it out.
It's supposed to be a cure for the parasite, isn't it?
More specifically, I think they were talking about.
I'm confused.
We did have a conversation about it. I don't know if it was in character, though.
It was not in character.
Was it? I thought we
What-
found
oh,
something in the archives. That they were
No.
working to complete a cure.
Yeah, they were working to complete a cure, but that's all there is to it. That leads up into the hunt for the materials. That was all way before all this started.
I'm confused.
Yeah, the specific thing that they're trying to make is still unknown to your characters.
Mm-hmm.
Wiki.
Might still be unknown to us. I'm just saying. I think we talked about it, but
No, we did. We definitely did talk about it out of character, but not in character.
yeah.
Sequoia's take is interesting. For Sequoia has seen the wolves become lamb and the lamb become bear just in a short time. It seems that there are 3 different plans at play that Sequoia is currently witnessing. Fulmic's plan against the individuals known as Eternals. Eros's plan against whatever anyone tells him not to do. And the plan that has been set for us with whatever lives on the list of parchment that we keep being handed. Sequoia's takeaway is simple. A group of lions may be known as the Pride, but if the Pride has more than one male in charge, it falls apart. So mayhaps do not let pride lead to the downfall of the group. We have learned everything we can from Eros. We have learned everything we can from Fulmic. I do not believe. It is not that I believe Fulmic is restricting information. It is believed that Fulmic is being cautious about information they give. For if Fulmic tells too much, the individuals who watch from above like hawks will find him and zero in like an owl on a mouse at night.
Statistic will be out.
You're a pigeon.
You were about to say bird, though, motherfucker.
I can't help it. I talk in animal analogies, motherfucker.
All the animal analogies.
The knowledge,
Like owl that hunts for mouse at night.
The knowledge of
I think that we must be mindful and consider all options before moving forward. But I think one thing is clear: the machine must stay off if we have any chance of surviving the ill tidings that are foretold in front of us.
I only restrict knowledge from all of you because the weight of knowledge about us is an extremely heavy burden to hold on to. I was in the same position as you all were at some point. I am just merely trying. I was hoping to have slowly informed you all about what was truly going on.
And we apologize for forcing your hand, Fulmic. But sadly, it seems that the ants needed to find a new queen for the mound to move. But this conversation seemed to have come at best cost, no? If we just left Eros on his own, he would have turned on his machine, you would have been found, and we all would have been put into a much more difficult situation. But if we did not summon you here to speak with Eros, you may have best maimed him. He still gets his machine working, and we lose, or you kill Eros, another brilliant mind on this plane who could use their knowledge to help others, and to help others as much as they are trying to with this machine, maybe finding different ways. Could not the technology of this lab be used to develop tools that all could use to fight off parasites, ones that wield the flame they are so weak to? Friend Russell speaks of a ship throwing suns that he was attacked by. Could not this knowledge be transferred to one another to help develop weapons to aid in our assault against the parasite?
Oh, no. That one, magic schools should have that, but it's more of the amount there were was what concerned us the most.
Yes, but still, friend Fulmic knows what made the amount of fireballs that was used upon your ship. Friend Fulmic can theoretically aid in the creation or give hints to that knowledge to Eros, so Eros may use that knowledge to further the front lines and push back the parasite.
Fulmic is gonna reach into his bag and you're gonna see him pull out a wand and toss it to Vanya.
Holy shit.
Son of a bitch.
To answer your question, Sequoia, magic of that caliber cannot be mass-produced. Unless if you have somebody who is capable, or a group of individuals who is capable of creating such items.
And that's where we were.
Look at that one, to be precise. It won't. It will not harm you.
Vanya looks at it.
Are you using detect magic?
Yes.
Yes.
You guys look at this and you cast detect magic and you notice that this is not emanating magic at all.
Strange.
Extremely strange.
This item looks like a wand. Theoretically, it should have magic.
But it does
null.
Yeah, all these sticks look the same.
It's okay if Frentistros is somebody.
I just have the feeling that all the magic casters are over here just huddled around the stick.
Pretty much.
Stick.
If I may. And he holds out his hand to retrieve the stick back.
Yep. I hand it back.
He'll take the stick back. He's gonna open up his bag, just flap it open, point the wand into it, and then without even muttering an incantation, you guys see a small ball of fire shoot from the wand, and then a loud explosion erupts from his bag.
Was it wise to explode things in your bag?
There's plenty of
I'm
room.
gonna look at my bag, look at his bag.
There's plenty of room in there. Nothing would have gotten damaged. This is the difference between simply hurtling any kind of magic at those creatures than magic that will actually hurt them. The reason why you can't see any of the magic that is on this is simply because it is not magic that you are all familiar with. Everything you know about magic, about even your own bodies, is nothing compared to what they really are.
Is this why I can still use divine magic even though there are no gods?
The reason why you are capable of using divine magic, Lady Vanya, is because the Eternals, while they have the capabilities of harnessing powers of gods, being god killers, they simply just can't go about killing deities without the populace knowing. So, therefore, they use their own magic and bestow it upon people. So therefore, nothing is ever detected.
Fascinating. I guess the question that's now posed to you, Eros, is what has transpired here satisfactory to quell your action?
You're gonna see Eros, like, slump into a chair. If you're talking about has it convinced me to not turn on the engine, it did.
Oh, Sequoia is glad to hear. Sequoia is sorry that we have forced such a revelation on you, but it seemed the only appropriate action at the time.
This is all a lot taken into process.
What does this mean for me, then? I did horrid, unspeakable things to get this to where it is. I have broken more laws than anything.
To be fair, you were
this essence,
desperate.
all of this essence of living creatures, divine power. I cannot simply just let it go.
Sequoia is not sure if there is another purpose for it. But just like the forest that sometimes overgrows, or the animal that accidentally wanders into a habitat unknown to it and destroys it, you must just do what is right. It is simple nature. At your core, you wanted to help. That is what you must find again. No, Eros? A new path forward. A new way to help. The path is never straight. If the path is too straight, the path is a lie. A true path to finding a solution winds along the natural curves of the realm of the world. So, instead of looking for the simplest solution or an answer that is handed to you, use your intelligence to hunt down that winding path once more and find a solution that is Eros's, no one else's. Sequoia believes that you can help very much. This is why Sequoia has fought very hard to make sure that no harm comes to you. Sequoia understands that you have done horrible things. Sequoia will not discount that fact. But even the most flawed creature out there has some redemption, has some capability of redemption. You may never fully atone. You may fully atone. But you will not know if you do not try. I am sure Fulmic here may be able to help properly deal with the divine energies. No one else here may have that knowledge. Or mayhaps you may find a different use for these divine energies, so what you have gathered has not gone to waste. Maybe it is effective against the parasites for all we know. It is time to find new path. It is time to do what Mr. Friend Calvin says all the time. It is time to experiment. It is time to discover. It is time to be an alchemist.
It's time to find a different angle.
If the problem cannot be confronted head on, maybe from below, or above, or from the side.
Your heart's in the right place, Eros. And it's as Sequoia said, no, you may still be able to find redemption, but you won't know unless you try. I'm not sure about everyone else here, but I think we would all be willing to help you.
Don't mean to interrupt, but Eros, I kind of have to use the bathroom. Where's it at?
Oh my god.
Sequoia's just gonna bonk Astrosis on the head.
I had to go for a while now, okay?
Why did you go?
We were having serious conversation. You could not just slip
We were
away to
having
ask
a
random lab
moment.
technician who has been standing nearby staring at us too long?
We were having a moment.
I have a little bladder. Leave me alone.
That's just because of how small you are, Astrosis.
Vanya and Ace, make me perception rolls real quick. So, as this whole conversation with Sequoia and Eros is going on, Vanya, your ear twitches at a sound coming from the room next door.
Did anyone else hear that?
Hear what?
There was a sound coming from the next room.
That's so descriptive.
It's kind of hard. It was
Yeah,
very
I know.
faint.
I'm being a dick.
Ace,
Perception?
Yes.
Ace, you suddenly feel something sting on your forearm.
A forearm?
Mhm.
I'll look.
You look down and you're just like, ow, the fuck? And you look down, and there happens to be a fly the size of a dime currently biting at your arm.
Flat.
So, you just swat at it, you squish it. When you do, that little bite turns into a really strong burn. As that little fly explodes into a little puddle of its own blood. And it's black. So when Astrosis finally blurts out, "Oh, I have to use the restroom," you hear Ace from behind you all say, and Sequoia, Calvin, everybody turns to look at Ace, but in the corner of your eyes, you guys see Fulmic's head snap to the right. Something's happening.
Look that way. Just got bit by a fly with black blood.
Huh?
What?
Make me perception rolls.
No boy.
The one
Of course now Money's not perceptive.
I can't see squat.
Sequoia,
Holy fucking
Astrosis,
26 is
be
Batman.
my eyes.
I know, right?
Ace, be my eyes.
All right.
Someone be my eyes.
So, let's see here. Astrosis.
26.
Astrosis, Calvin, Flora, and Vanya. You all fail. As you guys are also going to feel small little pinches on your body. Some of you are going to get bit in the arm, in the leg. And you look down, and of course, there's flies.
The fuck?
Where did all these flies come from?
Ace, being the first victim of the flies, notice, oh, there's a bunch of them flying around here. What the hell? Sequoia, you see a bunch of them flying around too. Astrosis, one of them starts trying to you hear the sound of tinking against metal as you look down, and one of them's trying to bite through the fucking adamantine to get to your body.
It's good they made it airtight. Damn.
Oh, there ain't no seams on
nature,
me.
Josh? Knowledge nature?
Sure.
Ugh, I've rolled well all night.
They look just like normal flies, but they're biting.
Something is not right here.
One of the scientists are actually burst through the doors coming from the other side of the lab, and they call out for Eros to say, "Master Eros, there's something happening. We're not quite sure what is going on, but there's like a swarm." A swarm? Yes, sir. Flies everywhere. We don't know where they came from. None of the animals are contaminated. There hasn't been any breaches in any of our containment facilities. We don't know where they're coming from. I hate to cut this interview short, but there's something I need to investigate.
This seems dangerous, Eros.
Indeed. Master Eros, I would advise you evacuate the building immediately. And you guys are going to see Fulmic's body twist in a crack of a teleport.
He could not have taken us with him.
But we can't leave the facility as it is.
Still, we must. If we can debate this on the surface outside of the building. Eros, shall you join us?
Yeah, we should listen to Fulmic. We need to get out of here.
Yes, let us go.
Whoa.
They are not behaving normally. Something is up with these insects.
And you guys notice now, with the doors open from the other room, there are quite a lot of flies. As some of them are starting to come into this room. But the strangest part about all of this, you see a couple of them trickle in, and as they're flying around, it almost looks like they're multiplying. As, you're watching one buzz around, and then all of a sudden there's two buzzing around that just came out of nowhere. And then 4 of them.
We need to leave now.
Give me one moment.
This is not good.
So the moment that the
I'm lighting my lantern, staff.
Fulmix said that we have to evacuate, I ended up just opening up the little piss hatch and started pissing on the floor.
He's gonna bite you in the dick.
If I see anything flying around it, I swat it away. I have to piss.
Piss while run.
I am not dirtying this armor. I will
Wet
piss on the
socks.
floor. I will piss on the floor.
Come on, wet socks.
Oh my fucking god.
So yeah,
Armor has to have a flap, if you will.
You just have a little strainer.
So the room is beginning to fill with flies. They're buzzing around. The room is growing darker and darker as more and more of these flies just seemingly manifest out of nowhere. Everyone, give me will saves.
Is this a fear effect?
Yes.
I am immune.
Fuck. You.
I have a +10.
So.
And everyone within 4 feet of Vanya gets a +4. Or within 10 feet of.
So
it doesn't help my case.
With this,
is this the effect of an enhancement or enchantment spell?
No.
Okay.
With the flies beginning to swarm this facility, you could start seeing people running away in fear, screaming at the sudden invasion of these little insects all over the place. Everybody fails. As if a wave washes over all of you, and then suddenly your heart rate increases. Hairs stand up on the back of your neck. But it's not similar to what happens when you're in the presence of the parasites. This is not Call of the Hive. This is something very different. As Calvin suddenly through his panic, guys, we need to leave now. Remember what was written in the stronghold?
Quick, I cannot read.
Run from the flies.
Oh. Guess we must then.
Oh fuck! Run!
Yep.
Fuck!
And Sequoia's now a cheetah.
You bitch! You cheater!
Ace is running and he is now on fire.
So I'm riding Brutus.
So everybody begins running out of the facility. Make me perception rolls again.
Can I please roll above a 10? I hate this.
Can I roll another 14? Let's go.
Flora, Ace, and Calvin. The three of you are going to be picking up the rear of your escape. When you guys suddenly realize your little group of the talk is missing someone.
Oh shit, Eros is gone.
No, Eros is standing.
Where's the assistant?
Eros is standing right next to Sequoia. Fulmic teleported
Fulmic
away.
teleported away.
Is
Eros,
Swole
where's
Joe
your
gone?
assistant?
As Calvin, Ace, and Flora notice, Eros's assistant isn't moving. Eros turns back and he calls out to him. But you guys see, he is standing perfectly still. As the flies...
Eros, we have to go.
As the flies begin to fill the room more, you guys notice his assistant, as he stands there, flies are starting to land on his hat, on his beak, on his skin, his coat. They start biting at him.
Swole Joel a plant.
And then they start crawling into his skin through the bite marks. You see the flies crawling up the mask and into the eye sockets of his mask. His hand twitches. And it reaches out. And flips the switch. No. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Fuck.
How do we fucking destroy that thing?
Fuck. You.
Now we have
I
to
don't
fight
suppose we still have that scroll of teleport.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the Divinity Engine has been activated. You guys are going to have to wait until next week to find out what that consequence leads to.
After all the effort I put in for trying to keep that machine turned off, I get I get a fucking cutscene it on.
Yeah, you did.
Motherfucking cutscene.
Literally one of those fucking, you play a healer and the NPC is dying, but you can't heal because it's a cutscene.
No, I will tell you guys, you did everything right. You did everything right. Don't worry.
Fair.
I will reveal more next week.
Nope, that's fair. I'm just being.
So, you guys are going to have to come by next week to find out what happens. So thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, 7:30 Eastern every Thursday, as the next session of the region of Endroth will begin. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.